What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Bears will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop him?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure. And because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got 2 guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes. And so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Caught close to the marker, it's Edwards. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. No chance to run, but still a good gain. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You can't throw a rock in Manhattan, Kansas without hitting something named after Bill Snyder, a big ass to replace him. But man, has Chris Kleiman done a brilliant job.
He has done a great job, and this is a program that's always built on the right stuff. It's built on toughness. It's built on defense. It's built on playing good special teams. That's why you mentioned Snyder, because that's all the things he brought. Jesse, I want to see them now with their quarterback being solidified take this offense to a new level.
Yeah, Avery Johnson's the guy, and he makes wow plays when you watch film. He does things that absolutely blow your mind, and if he can play at a consistent level and this offense can have balance, then there's no question the sky's the limit for Kansas State.
Snagged in the middle, it's Bradley. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Johnson wants to throw it. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
On first and goal, let's see what Kansas State calls. They've been running it, but now the pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Baylor's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Wildcats. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Dropping back, it's Robertson. Fires to the wideout. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Makes a man miss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Bears come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Finds his man. It's Brown. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that 2nd down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
To the air on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Caught in the backfield. It's Cameron. Just has a knack of finding that crease and gets it down to the 41. The Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Fires to the tight end. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bears have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Robertson. Good timing on the quick out. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires toward the end zone. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. Now on the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Brown. Coming through with that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Wants to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Off the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Johnson looking to throw. Dumps it off in the flats. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2.
Start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. That's reeled in. It's Bradley. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long. It's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss because that could have been worse.
Shoots his way for more. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Gives it on the option. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a 1st down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score.
Turning it on. Got enough for the 1st. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. And the Bears will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Unloads to the right. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then. Off the left upright and through. That'll close the gap to 14.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Fighting off the defender. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Trying to get the edge on the right. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Rides to back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 40. They go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. The Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense set for a first down play. They'll move the wide receiver. Got room to work. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The offense will quickly use the timeout.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Kansas State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got it in the middle. It's Cameron. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. The Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Washington. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Waco. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Brazos River at McLean Stadium.
Kansas State will kick it off to start things in the second half. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be brought down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Powers through the defender. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Unloads quickly. Trying to tackle this guy's a business decision as he gets it up to the 29. 2nd down coming up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. The kick is on its way. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. The Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Washington. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Did everything he could to discard the tacklers, but he was just able to get back to where he started. And the Bears will call on their punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wildcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes one man miss. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Brown.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind him. Nice job.
Here's the give off the left side. There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. They'll give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The Wildcats line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. Leaves it with the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Right back to the well. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Johnson looking to throw. Grabs it in the middle. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. And his slip's just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Motion from the back. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Cameron. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Find some fresh air.
We talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Bears pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking downfield, it's Robertson. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. The short hands, it's Washington. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. They'll run play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Bradley. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Nice move to keep running. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the counter. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, Kansas State! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Washington. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Back to throw, it's Robertson. Running to Green. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. He's got it along the sideline. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Red pass, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And some room to work.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Bears kept his drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Right on the money. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it, 1st down and more. Touchdown, Baylor! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Lockett. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. The give to the tailback. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. A designed run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Quarterback will keep it. Oh, he just avoided taking a big hit with the slide. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. Nice move to pick up yardage. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. On the run, it's Irvin. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fires to the big fella. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. To the air, it's Robertson. Pulls it in, it's Brown. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. The Bears want to crank the tempo. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Bears didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Escapes the sack. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown Bears! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Getting set for the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.